Hello. Here we are again, guys, and welcome. And in this video, I'm going to give you the ultimate guide for using this LMG. It's called the Lewis LMG. I think it's the best and ultimate LMGs you could get in in this game, in Call of Duty WW2. So, the rest of the guns, the rest of the LMGs are good, but there's nothing can beat of how accurate this gun is, and how mobile it is, and how powerful and damaging it is. With just even 2 to 3 shots, it could kill an enemy that fast. So what makes this LMG different from the rest of the LMG is that it has the best range. And the distance of the bullet it can travel, and also the fire rate of this weapon is just moderate, that it kind of feels like you're using a rifle sometimes, and the recoil is really okay. It's not that straight. It's not that straight. It's not like a rifle's recoil, but it's really manageable for an LMG, and you don't really need a grip at all to use this weapon. And the ADS, the aim down sights, is really fast. When you use a hustle, it may take a bit more time to ADS if you're not using the hustle. But if you use the hustle, I think hustle is one of the most useful perks in Call of Duty WW2. So if you use hustle, it's really fast, in my opinion. So what I'm showing you guys here is an absolute reason why you should use this LMG. And I'm gonna give you some tips on using this. But first, I'm gonna tell you what's the purpose of this LMG, why you should use it. Now, if you use this LMG, you gotta have to use it with extended mags. Extended mags. Well, like, can you see that? Can you see that? How massive it is. You got that 97 ammos loaded in your gun, and you still got 300 plus in your mag. So it's really massive. I think I've used this gun the whole round without even dying, and still managed to use it all. I didn't when I didn't, I think I got hit, didn't die in that match, and still managed to use this gun, and it's really like an all-purpose gun. You don't really spray a lot of bullets in this gun when you're shooting, because the fire rate is just moderate, but the damage is just massive. Sometimes you could even one-hit kill someone if you headshot someone. So the ammo is really massive. If you want a gun that really has massive ammo, you use this. And from the compared to the rest of the LMGs and this game, this is one of the LMGs that it has like a huge ammo in it. Like the others are had 30, 40, I believe, in that the Brent, I think. And this one has 50. And if you use extended mags, it go up to 97. Another purpose to use this LMG is the range. The range is massive. It's as you can see here in this clip right here, how far I am. It's like I'm that sniping range kind of length, kind of distance, and I'm shooting to that enemy. And just 2 shots, I've killed that enemy. That's how far it is to do that. That makes its bullets travel. And another thing, the third one is the recoil. The recoil is manageable. It's really manageable. You can even bring this everywhere. You can I'm not gonna say you have to rush towards the enemy, but you might have a bit of a it might have a bit of a disadvantage when you're meeting enemies at corners, but this gun is really mobile, and the recoil is really manageable. As you can see right here, if the enemy is at my back and I'm just turning around and just quickly just crouched and still managed to kill that enemy. It's really I don't know, it's accurate. It's really close to the rifle, and and when you're shooting this from a far away, it's really just manageable. The recoil, it's not like it doesn't have that massive recoil. I'm not even using the grip, right? It doesn't jump the whole gun when you're aiming it, and when you're shooting while aiming it. It's really just a moderate straight shooting when you're shooting the gun while you ADS, while you aim down sights. Now, for the classes that I might suggest to you guys when you're using this LMG, is that when you're using the Lewis, the best thing you could use, like really use, is the hustle. You really need to have the hustle. It has quick aim down sights. It increases the ADS, and also it increases your reload times. But I do think that it's really just a small amount of the reload decrease of the reload times when you're using the hustle. Using this Lewis and you're reloading, it's really it takes like there's like 3 to 4 seconds to reload this gun. So, or maybe even 5 seconds, I think. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like 5. So if you're using this gun, you gotta have that a bit of a huge room to move away when you think you want to reload, and you're on a really bad position. So use the hustle. It helps you from to quickly aim, and also helps you decrease the reload times. And for the attachments, the ultimate attachment for this gun is the FMJ and the rapid fire. It's either FMJ or rapid fire, because the damage of this gun is already massive, and you're gonna add FMJ in it. It's it's gonna make it like a beast, like the ultimate gun like you've ever used. Like if as you've seen here that in the gameplay, I've got already the paratroopers without even dying, and just I'm using the FMJ in this gameplay, and the other one in this gameplay, I still managed to get a paratrooper, and I'm using the rapid fire in this gameplay. If you use the rapid fire, it feels like the damage is also doubled. I don't know, it just feels like it, because it's rapid fire. It increases the fire rate, and it means that it kind of doubles the travel speed of the bullet, and it kind of doubles also the damage, because there's a lot of bullets flying over and just target the enemy. And you're gonna use the FMJ if you think that it's really helpful for you to, and if you quite often more shoot through walls and stuff, especially to tight corners or maybe close quarter small maps. FMJ is really useful, so it's either FMJ or rapid fire you could use. You could use as an attachment for this gun. An attachment that you really need with this gun is extended mag. It's extended mag. You will never. The extended mag should never be removed with this weapon. You need to have extended mag when using the Lewis. I think 50 isn't enough, and I think the standard amount of the mag that you're gonna carry with this gun is, I think, 150 or 200, and if you use the extended mag you'll got up to 300, and the normal amount of ammo that you're gonna use at the start of the game is 90 plus. I think 97. Yes. The red dot sight is optional. If you're not distracted with the iron sight, it's cool. It's really cool. And if you can see this clip, I'm not using the red dot sight. So iron sight is also cool. It's optional if you want a really convenient aiming down sights, you can use the red dot sight. So my tips on using this gun is that this gun is not very much that good on corners, especially when someone just surprises you at your back or at your side or at every corner. In close range, it's not very good with close range, and it's not very good with corners. What I advise you is that you distance yourself, you give room to yourself to move away, and probably reload while you move. Think of a way to find a good spot to cover you while you move, because the ADS of this gun is really slow, and also it has a really slow reload times, so you have to give yourself a very decent amount of room to move away or even cover yourself. So that's it, guys. So conclusion for this gun is that it's a really excellent ultimate LMG. In my opinion, it's the ultimate LMG that you could use in this game. The ADS is just okay. The fire rate of this gun using the rapid fire is massive. It's not really good for hip firing. It's good for long to medium range, and it's really good if you're just on that like if you're like that player at the back that supports the players, or even on that areas where you know where the players are going to, and you're just waiting there. Then you can use this gun. Really good for long range. I really recommend this if you're up to like for long ranges, and if you're not an SMG type of person, if you're good with long ranges and you know the spots of the maps that has a good long range areas. And it's very light. It's incredibly light, and this gun is really incredibly mobile, and I'm really surprised. So this gun is the best with the range, the rate, the fire rate, the recoil, and the aim down sights. So that is all, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something from my Lewis guide, the ultimate guide for the Lewis LMG. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.